Galorants Community League powered by El Gato. Exclamation point El Gato in the chat. Check them out. But first up, I am Sajdeen, joined by Kura Haneko. How are you?
Doing great, and I'm excited for this last map as I don't usually cast split because a lot of teams ban it, so I'm very excited to be casting it again.
Yes, this is, as I said, game number 2. This is between Team Calypso and Team Bottom Frag. Team Calypso took first map in double overtime.
Double overtime.
And we're curious to see if this is going to be similar for this side of the map. Both teams really coming in hot tonight. So I'm sure Team Bottom Frag, hungry, wants to tie things up in this series.
Yeah, and it does look like Team Bottom Frag will be going for a very similar comp to what they had last time, going for the double Sentinels, double Duelists, and
Are they
Omen.
taking her?
Oh,
They
we
are?
are gonna get an Astra
Yes.
today. I am very excited to cast Astra, and I always love to see how teams actually decide to use Astra because I feel like Astra is the very team champion, right? You have to have a lot of good communication to figure out where exactly you want to put the stars, when do you want to put the stars, and what do you want to use the stars for? Because if you put it too early, that could just tip off some teams that you are heading toward that site and they could rotate over and then you'd be a little bit screwed. Hopefully that doesn't happen today.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah, I'm very excited to see some Astra in play for our GCL. But for now, everyone's just going to get ready up.
It's going to be Astra on the defense first. So we're going to see a lot of these stars hopefully come out in conjunction with the Killjoy utility just to suck those members of Team Bottom Frag in and completely destroy their health bars with the swarm grenades as it has been placed in the front of sight. Seems like Abby is going to be putting up her stars now. There we go. It's going to be really close to that Killjoy swarm grenade. And Abby is just going to see all the members.
Yeah, tries to throw the paint shells. Does a little bit of chip damage, but rest of her team already making their way over. Pika Fish throws the alarm bot. Knows where Moomin is. Ooh. I'm gonna push her back. Will eventually close that down. And it's a 4v4 here. That spike still not contested. They finally take that down. It's Gen J with the double. Looking for more, but Cuppy is the one that shuts it down. Cat Llama sitting on the ropes eventually falls. And that is first point on the board for Team Calypso.
Yeah, I think it could have been really nice there if Team Bottom Frag was able to take out that member of Calypso who was playing in ropes. So that we did see Cat Llama move more toward mid and then end up coming back with the rest of her team. They could have just hightailed it over to B as all the members of Calypso were just on that A side as they did a very early rotate. But unfortunately, they were just caught out heaven, and then with the spike down, Calypso just knew exactly where the rest of Team Bottom Frag were. So now we're going to see Calypso on that advanced buy with the... Miss Gen J, she loves that Ares. The last time I casted her, she was playing the Ares on split, and it was absolutely nasty. So hopefully I'll see that again as Moomin here is going to be taking out 1 and 2 at mid. And that's going to be Team Bottom Frag at such a disadvantage right now.
Yep. They're just going to heal up, wall off, and Spike trying to find a home on either side, not really being able to so far. Abby gonna play a bit aggressive, tries to find a peek, but will fall back, and they'll reset as that Spike rotating the long way to go to A.
But unfortunately here, all the members of Calypso are set up. We have Cuppy just looking in A main. She is going to spot out some members here, so that is going to cue the rest of Calypso just to come over.
Oh, there it is. It's Gen J headshot with that Ares. So gross.
30 seconds left.
And Lady says 30 seconds. They want to make a play. This is the site. They're going to have to commit. But Cuppy, Stinger in hand, shuts that down. Make it a double for her. Calypso claims another.
And that is just a gun advantage rearing its head for Calypso. Now they will be... Okay, I think Cuppy here is actually going to upgrade and give over that Stinger to Moomin. We could see that Sage hold B Heaven once again, and the Stinger is going to be really good at that close range. All the Killjoy utility is set up on A, and we're going to see a lot more stars coming out. There are 2 stars at the front of B and mid, so they are going to have a pretty good hold on that. Team Bottom Frag here going to try to push B main now, but with these 2 stars, it's going to be a little bit difficult, especially since Piggy is here and she has been fragging out.
That she has debating using that leer, very much aware that team or bodies are over there, but that Nebula and Wall is going. They're gonna spray through, and so far not connecting from either one, but it's Cuppy with the pain shells. Finds 2 for herself, and that is spike control and a triple kill. Flawless round for Team Calypso.
And we see why Astra is so good. We have the gravity well there, just sucking all the members of Team Bottom Frag into one spot. And then the grenade together with it took out so many members there. And allowed for Calypso just to have that upper hand. And that was their bonus round against the rifle buy coming out from Team Bottom Frag. So for this round, the buy will not be so great as it will just be partials, and now they're a little bit worried about B. So they're going to try to come back A, but they're going to have to face, once again, the Astra utility and the Killjoy utility. And they're going to just have to be a lot more aggressive to try to get over that.
Yeah. And that's even the pain shells that raise utility. It's just so much that they're going to have to try to push through. And very annoying. But Pika finds her way through, but she will be spotted by its Gen J. Cuppy shuts one down for herself, and trying to get onto site is such a hassle, but Slothia will finally get that spike down. It is the battle of the Ares. Oh my. Katlama, triple kill for her. She has from the shadows. She will use it. But Moomin will sit. Pros don't fake. She's done it before. Takes it to half. Will find and connect. Again, another point for Team Calypso.
Sometimes pros have to fake. No, like, I mean, she got to half, and then she's like, gotta make sure that there are no members of Team Bottom Frag come in, as she knew that Katlama had TP'd somewhere. Not 100% sure if she actually heard that in elbow, but maybe because she didn't hear any of that sound, she was like, okay, she must have TP'd to a relatively far place, and she doesn't expect that I'm just gonna stick that spike. And so she took that risk, got it to half, and then good thing for her, she was able to get off that, get the kill, and then go right back on for the 4th round. Going into this, Team Bottom Frag just have not been having any success pushing into any site. They're going to be trying B again, but once again, this is just going to be the Astra utility.
I know. The gravity well, Nebula's flying through, even Paranoia coming out from the other side. Piggy grabs 2 for herself. But Cuppy jumps through, does not find anybody with her showstopper.
1 enemy remaining.
Abby, double kill. And the round, once again, Team Calypso running away with this game so far.
Yeah, they're running away basically because of the Astra utility at B, right? And the Killjoy utility at A. It seems like really with the Astra, I guess you have like 3 Sentinels or something like that, because the gravity well, I think, was used twice during that last round, just continually stopping those members of Team Bottom Frag, making them vulnerable so that the shots from Calypso just did that much more to them. And this is just really hard for Team Bottom Frag right now. They need Pika and they need Ari just to try to get past that Astra utility, get past the Killjoy utility, and then try to pick off those members on site so they're not able to use it. But because Calypso are just playing far back on site, they don't really have that opportunity unless they actually double Blast Pack in or Tailwind in or anything like that. Not take those dry picks, but Copy here is going to be spotting members of Team Bottom Frag again, and Moomin gonna peek aggressively mid and catch out Ari.
Yep, so far this stall out that Calypso is doing really benefiting them. There's running that clock, Spike not being able to push through. Moomin doesn't even have to expend that wall, already finds 2. Copy picks up another.
One enemy remaining.
Now Lemon Collie on her lonesome, sitting with that Spike. Abby just shuts it down. 6-0 now for Team Calypso.
And once again, Team Bottom Frag not able to break onto a site. Hopefully they do try another mid push, as then they won't hit that Astra utility, I guess, as much. She does put some stars mid, but there aren't too many members that can actually take advantage of that, because we see on, if she puts it on B site, right, you have the Sage, you have the Reyna that can just look immediately to try to pick off those members. But at mid, you only have that Sage. So it could be more of a possibility for a successful push. But this time, once again, they're going to put Ari as a lurk mid, and she's really going to need to try to catch out Moomin here, and there we go.
She does it. That's big pick. It forces a bit of movement for Team Calypso to readjust now that mid is open for them. And look, they're moving the rest of the team over, but that turret will spot some bodies from Team Bottom Frag on A, and again, resetting things again.
Now, Team Bottom Frag have to play a little bit slowly. Alarmbot's gonna spot them out as well, and this has given so much time for Calypso to rotate onto A site.
Yeah,
but Ari
Ari
take 1-1.
Pika grabs herself, and right now, body advantage is for Team Bottom Frags. They want to get that Spike down, and it's all up to Abby. She'll find herself one, but the Spike taking away.
Team Bottom Frag have so much utility to work with. Is she gonna put down? She's not gonna put down the Cosmic Divide. She is just gonna put down that star. And Team Bottom Frag are gonna know exactly where Abby is coming from right now.
Yep, they are buying their time. They use the slow orb. And you can even see how Lemon Collie, the way she wants to play here, but Abby making her way over. Slothia shuts that down with time to spare, and that is the point on the board for Team Bottom Frags.
Team Bottom Frags really needed this. Their economy's still not looking great. And Calypso's just gonna keep on buying. They're like, we lost that round, that's fine. We are up 5 rounds and we are up a lot of money. But both sides do have a lot of ultimates to work with in this 8th round. We have those 2 aggressive ultimates of the Blade Storm and the Showstopper, coupled with the Resurrect and Lockdown coming out from Team Bottom Frag. So this could help them get on, as they've actually changed movement to be playing on A. She won't have as much, aggressive stopping power as Gen J had on that site. And that's going to be the wall broken down immediately. The Astra Stars are going to be at the front of site, just stalling them that much longer.
Empress is now used, but still nobody making their way over. It's just kind of a dance on the borders. Do they want to commit? Ari will fall. Piggy gets spots her. She resets that Empress. Wants to find more, but Pika shuts that down. It doesn't matter. Moomin and Abby respectfully gets trades for themselves. Again, Team Calypso taking that round.
Yeah, this really reminds me of that last map where Team Bottom Frag basically only had success when they were able to push onto a site, right? So we're going to need them to do that again they do only have 4 rounds left on this offense, and they are going to be going back to classics now. So I want them to just try to run it down. Try to get at least one member on that site, take over the site, get a gun, and then there is a possibility because of those offensive ultimates. You have the Blade Storm, which means you don't need a gun. You have the Showstopper, which can get you a gun. So we'll see if those ultimates are used this time. We see Pika lurking mid a little bit, and the Killjoy here is just going to be so good in stopping Team Bottom Frag because they don't have those guns, and Pika's a little stuck, but she's able to get out.
Yeah, Ari with her Blade Storm, hoping to see if she can get a pick here. They're very much aware. I do like that they've postured up middle, but it just kind of comes down to if they can get that opening pick. They're just making a lot of noise, trying to see if they can force a rotation, but a Piggy is the one that opens it up. Make that 2 for her. She finds their heads. Cuppy grabs one for herself, picks up another. They're just cleaning house over here, and it's now up to Pika. Spectre in hand. Will find one. With 39 HP, they will flank her. And now it's 8 points for Team Calypso.
And because Calypso do have the Killjoy utility sitting at the front of B, have the Astro Stars, they're able to put more bodies and try to take an advantageous gunfight in mid. As we saw there, they had 2 or 3 members just ready for Team Bottom Frag. Even though they were on those pistols, they at least had that member advantage, which could have allowed for them to try and get one of those guns, but unfortunately did not work. And the ults haven't been used so far, only the Blade Storm, which unfortunately not able to capitalize on last round. Again, we see a little bit of this altercation mid.
Ooh, Showstopper. Cuppy wants to find one. She will connect, finds the spike as well, throws her paint shells out, dodges that blind. They are pushing through.
Oh!
Collateral. That's a clean headshot onto 2 for Cuppy with the triple kill. Pika Fish not even near the spike, and she is getting sandwiched.
She's at 24 HP. I'm not going to be looking to create. And I really want to see a Showstopper come out of her in this next round, and she's going to get taken down. Cuppy with that 4K to clean it up for Calypso. Yeah, and going back to my point, I want to see the Showstopper come out. I want to see the lockdown come out to try to get them some sort of advantage, because they still are not able to break onto one of these sites because of the Astro utility, because of the Killjoy utility. And even, let's throw in the Sage utility as well with the slows and with the wall, even though it doesn't slow down that much, you know, it still slows down a little bit.
Right.
The Team Bottom Frag here deciding to actually play a 4-1. This is a good choice because now there is only Sage here. Astro Stars have not yet gone down. So we're not too sure what is going to happen, but that is going to be the Cosmic Divide coming out very early. So Calypso here actually is not going to know where Team Bottom Frag are.
Oh, Cuppy spots Ari at mid, takes her down. That has to be feels that moment. Abby and Moomin grab one for themselves, make that 2 for Moomin, and a spike again. It's just going in favor of Team Calypso every time.
And they are taking just these raw fights as well. And Heaven, we didn't really see any abilities used here. Katlama able to pick off Piggy at mid, so she will be able to get one of these guns. But she does not have the spike, and all the members of Calypso are just congregating around it. So this is going to be really hard for her. She has from the shadows paranoia, some smokes, but only 35 seconds left.
30 seconds
She
left.
takes down one. Now she's going to have to deal with that boombot and a sandwich of the ages here. Sprays not going to connect. It's Gen J. Closes out the round. And that is now 10-1 for Team Calypso.
Yeah, going back to that Cosmic Divide, I'm still unsure of why it was used completely across the map. As I said, because that doesn't give you, you know, any sound cues from the other side, I feel like you're giving more control to those attackers, right? Because they can feel free to pop out at any time. They don't really have those flashes, which doesn't have that much, but the showstopper coming out, you can be really scary. So I want to put it past them. But here, Buffy almost getting caught out.
Yeah, she is sitting so low. They're trying to push her through. Will finally find that connection from the shadows used on the back, but Piggy says nope. But Nebula protecting her and the rest of the team sitting outside of B halls. Ari will grab another lemon collie as well. It's now down to 2 for Team Calypso. Is it possible that Team Bottom Frag will get this last much needed point? Ari finds her third. Moomin wanting to use that res, but they're gonna push her through. Connects with the head as well, but Pika on the flank with that showstopper. They will get it. Team Bottom Frag, 2 points.
Yeah, I want to see some more ult usage actually coming out from both these teams. We do see, you know, the Empress coming out every so often. We do see that Resurrect come out every so often. Have we seen a lockdown in this game? I don't think I've seen that yet.
One time, maybe? I'm not even
One
sure.
time? Yeah, because it hasn't been providing too much impact for either team. So I would like to see that used in this half. Team Bottom Frag is going to be on that defense with the double sentinel, going to be playing them both near B while we have 2 duelists at A. Quite an interesting setup as B will just be that much stronger with the smokes, with those slows and grenades. But Calypso here is going to be going straight into that with all 5 members postured to try to take B main. Early dark cover is going to come out. We're going to just take the orb here.
Placing swarm grenade.
All of this utility from Killjoy just holding down B site, and that's gonna force a rotation from Team Calypso. They are, you know, sneak their way out of that site back onto middle. But Ari take that jump peek. She spots him.
I was about to break.
The wall will break. Lear comes out. Ooh, she tries to dodge away. He almost hits the wall. Good Lear from Piggy, forcing the rest of Team Bottom Frag's back. But the pistols, they be spraying and praying. It's Gen J finally shuts that down. The rest of the team will make their way onto B, but Team Bottom Frag, they're still sitting back there. Ari finds a kill. Make that 2 for herself. And Spike will finally go down. Oh, she's just sitting on top of that Killjoy utility, not getting that Spike down.
Last player standing. One
Trades going out. Spike finally in play, and Piggy wanting to protect it so that Pika cannot get that defuse.
I don't know if Pika knows where she is. She's just given her location with that shot and with that drop down.
Yeah, pressure is on for her. She has to tap that spike. She'll get it to half. She's gonna commit, but Piggy will punish it. That is 11 points now for Team Calypso.
11 points, and that was just a completely chaotic fight up in heaven. Calypso were just able to break mid, get those leers, try to get at least the health bars of Team Bottom Frag quite low as we saw there. And then at the end, nice crossfire there set up in heaven just to make sure that Team Bottom Frag, when they were coming out of CT, just didn't get that free peek on that planting member of Calypso. So now going into this round, Calypso is going to have that advantage. Team Bottom Frag here are going to decide to force up on some of these members. It's going to be a little bit of a weird force though, as Ari gets taken out immediately.
Yeah. Pain Shell's coming out. Pika will grab herself a kill, evening things out right now. We're 4v4. But that spike already making its way onto side. Oh, what a spray, Pika! She grabs herself 3 and slows down that spike plant while the rest of her team rotates through.
2v2 and Copy here takes out one.
Player standing.
Yeah. Oh, she's on her own. We'll get that trade. Cat Llama will claim the victory here. Much needed for Team Bottom Frags.
It was really good that they forced up there, because if they didn't, I don't really think they stood too much of a chance against those Spectre buys. A lot of members are going to perish on both sides, so the buys are going to be still a little bit scattered. No ults on the board yet, except for that Blade Storm, which, you know, Ari could use to try to get those picks, but she will have that rifle coming out. So she won't need that just yet. We do see those. We do see both raises actually one alt point away from getting that showstopper. Haven't seen too impactful showstoppers that have decimated teams, so maybe this half it could be the time. The orb is going to be free for the taking for Calypso. Let's see who actually takes it here.
Yeah, that is some utility slowing things down.
Oh.
Paranoia hits almost everybody, but Piggy, she will take down Cat Llama. More utility in play right now as the sprays and the praying are happening, but it's Genji and Cuppy grabbing kills from themselves. Showstopper in the hands of Cuppy, trying to hunt herself a kill. She'll throw it off, but Ari finds 2 for herself. Pika, she has it. She'll find 1.
She's at
5
though.
HP. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
That spray is so close. But Moomin claims the round and match point for Team Calypso.
I think they heard me. I think they heard me about the Raze ult. I was like, they're one away, and I want to see them used. And both of them ended up using those Raze ultimates. Fortunately, first one not able to connect. Second one did, though, which brought it to that 1v1 and made it into a winnable situation for Team Bottom Frag. Unfortunately, the health bar is just... it was just not it. So they were not able to take that round for themselves. Now going to this, once again, both teams are going to be on a very strange partial buy situation. So it's going to have to come down to, is this lockdown going to be used? It will, and the Empress should be active as well if they decide to push in here.
Yep. It's battling through all of this utility right now as the lockdown, hoping to clear things up. Empress now used by Piggy, but Ari, she has her Blade Storm. They're all trying to see if they can find something here. Piggy finds the first kill, but Pika answers immediately with 1 for herself, and that spike is going to go down. And triple kill for Piggy. She is wanting to close this out, but Cat Llama on the flank. 4K for her. She wants this ace to end this game.
One dead.
Slothia sitting here. Piggy wants it. She will find it. That's an ace. And the win. Team Calypso claims the victory.
This is who I was meant.
That is going to be a 2-0 for the night coming out from Calypso. And their Team Bottom Frag just not able to deal with that Astra. And even though Astra is quite new, I feel like we are going to start seeing it more and more in GCL. And, you know, even in other tournaments like VCT and things like that. I mean, we saw it in Game Changers, right? I believe it was Cloud9 White that was playing that Astra. And teams just really got to learn how to play around that, especially the Astra coupled with the 2 Sentinels. We saw how strong it was on that defense for Calypso. Team Bottom Frag not able to crack that. So hopefully teams are able to find some sort of strategy to counteract that. Maybe it is those duelists just completely going in. We didn't see exactly the potential of Raze and Jet in trying to get over that utility of the gravity well. I need to try that myself, actually. I need to make sure that the Jet Dash can like do the same thing as it does for like Cypher Tripwires and like Killjoy Mollies, you know? But if that is the case, then teams could use that aggression to try to counteract that.
Yeah, that's gotta be feels bad. But you know what feels good? this night may be over, but we still got plenty more events to come. We have more Galorants Community League powered by the awesome people at Elgato coming at you tomorrow. That's at 5 p.m. PST, and that will be our open division. So be sure to come by, check that out. Check out Elgato. They really have some amazing products. We've just been talking about how their Stream Deck is chef's kiss, Elgato in chat. But, if that's still not enough for you, I'm telling you, we got more. This is going to be a packed, crazy Easter Gremlin weekend. We have the EU in-houses and the NA in-houses. NA in-houses coming at you tomorrow, 5 p.m. PST. Same, this channel. So make sure you follow us on Twitch. EU in-houses are going to be 5 p.m. CET. So that's technically Sunday for us, people in Americas. But besides that, we do have some crazy shenanigans coming up this Sunday. The Gremlin Games are back. It's going to be a charity event. I'm not 100% sure if we've announced our partnership and this charity for it yet. But otherwise, hey, there's some really cool production stuff happening. Gremlins apparently in chat. So be sure you check that out. Sign up. Come join us for this. It's Deathmatch and Escalation. Try to take the crown off the amazing Alex. She is great. She destroyed all of us last time. I'm going to try. We'll see. But otherwise, if you enjoyed the show, come by, come hang out, Discord in chat, join our community, the Galorant server. We are growing so close to, I don't know, we're going to be hitting 10K very soon. We're, I think, yeah. Check out our crazy fun memes on our socials. Twitter is poppin' with all of the Fred memes. Socials in chat. We'd love to come and have you join us. So that is all. I am Fried. Just kidding. My name is Sajideen. I am joined by Kura Haneko. Shout out to our awesome producer, Exposed Panda. The rest of our observers, we had Dazed, Casey, Boca, who was casting with me earlier. We hope you enjoyed this tonight's shows. We got more for you coming up. Otherwise, that's all I gotta say.